this is a very popular road for the bicyclists. Blue Diamond, they are up and down this road on Blue Diamond. That's Red Rock over there. Way over there is Red Rock. This is Blue Diamond Road, heading towards Pahrump, leaving Las Vegas. Make a right here. If you're going to Red Rock, you make a right here on 159. If you're going to Pahrump or up north Nevada, you head on 160. So here we are on 160. Blue Diamond, they're headed Red Rock. So here we go. Keep our fingers crossed. We've got a full tank of gas. Our first long trip with the GMC Motorhome, 1978. Pahrump is 42 miles. They also have some construction up here. I'll turn the camera back on when we go through the construction for, you know, just for historical purposes. Got some really beautiful desert landscape out there. Now up the road here about a mile is a rest area. If you're ever coming through here, if you RVers are ever coming through here and you want a place to stay, sleep the night, I'll show you up here. So this rest area is probably about 6 miles outside of Las Vegas. It would be before you hit the Spring Mountains. We're going to be going over those mountains right there. They got construction. They're building a highway through this Spring Mountain. I'll turn the camera on when we get through the construction area. Again, look at that beautiful scenery over there. This is what RVing is about. The reason why people like to buy RVs and don't fly on those damn airplanes is look at this. This is what you get to see. This is a beautiful, beautiful southwest terrain there. Okay, right over there is the rest area. It says late night trailhead. So you got an area there you can park your RV overnight, I believe. Late night trailhead. It's nice to know where all the rest stops are on a trip like this. Now, believe it or not, this road could take you to California. There's a back road here. When we get to the road that goes to California, I'll turn the camera back on. But here we're going to be going through, we're going to go down to a 1 lane because they're doing construction. As I said, they're going to build a highway right through this Spring Mountain. This Spring Mountain here is no more than 10 miles outside of Las Vegas. we're going up a hill here. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how this baby pulls up a hill. We got a 403 in here. The 1978 models had a 403. We've got about 120,000 miles on this baby. Right now we're going 35 miles per hour. And we're going up a gradual hill right here. The hill gets steeper up there. The speed limit's about 45 through here. And right now we're cruising along at 35. Now we're actually going about 40. We're going about 40 miles per hour. I think the speed limit through here is about 35. We better slow it down a little bit. 35 miles per hour through here. As you can see, this is going to be a pretty nice highway when they get done with it. It's going to be a pretty nice highway through the Spring Mountains. That's what we're looking at right here, the Spring Mountains. Now that road there will take you to Potosi Park or whatever. They have a lot of government conventions in there. When the old federale government officials want to have a nice party up in the Spring Mountains, they go out that road, Potosi. There's also a big Boy Scout camp out there. So that's basically for government people. Here we go. We're getting to the top of Spring Mountain here. Remember, this is all federal land, government land, BLM land. Yeah. They don't want too many civilians there. They don't want Americans to own too much out here. So all this area is controlled by the government. As long as the government controls it and hoards it, well, that means you're not going to be able to have a nice place here. We're losing a little power. I thought it felt like we're losing a little power going up here. We're going 30 miles per hour and the engine's sort of cycling. You hear that cycling? Yeah, that kind of makes me nervous. 30 miles per hour. So I'm not a mechanic, but that is a concern. It looks like we're losing horsepower. We're losing power coming up this hill. But cycling, you know, I don't want to put it to the floor and put it, I don't want to put any added stress to the engine. So I'm trying to come up this mountain as easy as I can. And right now we're at about 28 miles per hour. So I can tell you right now, it's a concern. If you got one of these old babies with the original engine, coming up a hill, look at that, we're going 29 miles per hour. And it's, I don't know what you call that, with the engine cycling up and down. Bottom line is we're losing power coming up this hill. The good news is we're at the top of the hill. Yeah, the good news is we're at the top of the hill. So here we go. Now we get to go down. You had to be up here pretty early to get your hands on these properties. They're expensive. A lot cooler up here too. The reason why this is a desirable location is it's nice and cool up here compared to Las Vegas. When it's 115 degrees in Vegas, up here you're looking at maybe 90 in the summertime. They got a fire department up here. As you can see, lots of construction. So it's nice that we documented all this construction, and then hopefully I'll give you a video when it's all done. That'd be nice, a before and after. We're heading at about 40 miles per hour down the hill, 40. And I believe these are pretty stable RVs. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. They sit low to the ground. I'm assuming they're stable, but we're picking up a whole lot of speed coming down the hill. Spring Mountains, and here we go. That's the end of the construction. We're now at 70, speed limit is 70 miles per hour. We're going 60. I really don't want to take this more than 60, 65 miles per hour, especially being on the first trip. But here we are going at 60, and it's kind of smooth, I'll be honest with you. It feels smooth and very impressive for a 1978. Coming up on the road that will take you to California pretty soon, but looks like they're working on the power lines over here. You do not want to speed on this road here. 160 between Pahrump and Las Vegas. They got highway patrol here all the time, and they will nail you. No doubt about it. If you're speeding, they will nail you. Right up here is the road to California. Some California people take a shortcut here through, it's called Tacoma. And these are the ones that are heading to Pahrump. There it is, Tacoma, 34 miles. Like I say, that's the shortcut road to California. Coming into Pahrump. About 30,000 people live here in Pahrump. Used to be cotton farms, alfalfa fields, and cotton fields. Now we pretty much got it's a little retirement community. It's an hour away from Las Vegas. All the people who want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Las Vegas, they're sick and tired of the casinos. Well, they come up here and buy themselves a little property. There are quite a few people, believe it or not, who live here and work in Vegas. They do that hour commute every day. It's kind of difficult, but there are people who do it. I would recommend getting an electric car. If you had one of those little electric cars, it'd probably make it worthwhile. You could live here in the little community of Pahrump. If you had yourself a little electric car, it wouldn't cost you much to get to Vegas. So here we made it to Pahrump, our first 1 hour road trip. It's got a lot of these big black ravens in Pahrump. They are hungry.